Everyone, today I've got your Black Christmas movie review. This is yet another unnecessary remake of a horror movie that is the story you know, but may have some changes to it. But does that make it any better? So, as far as the story goes, Sofia Takal directs this movie about a bunch of sorority girls who are being tormented by a hooded figure during the holidays. And quite frankly, it kind of seems like, from what the trailer showed, it was literally trying to set itself apart from any of the other previous two Black Christmas movies, which I saw and I actually enjoyed them for what they were. Probably the original more so than the 2005-2006 remake. And now this movie, I literally did not like it from the start because it was at first trying to make it seem like, okay, so it's not about some killer dude that is in the house, but it's something completely different. And sometimes different isn't always going to fare well for audiences who've had to endure yet another remake, because Hollywood has clearly run out of ideas. And even if they are trying to change one little significant detail about the story in the whole plot of the movie, it literally doesn't make the outcome any better. Now, I won't spoil this movie for those who haven't seen it, and I definitely had to watch it before the holidays because I didn't want to ruin my holidays, and I didn't want to review it on Christmas Day because I didn't want to ruin my Christmas. And now it is almost the end of the year, and of course I had to pick something to watch, and I'm going to tell you why I did not like it. So as far as the casting goes, the only two actors that I know that I couldn't believe took this job in the first place were Imogen Poots, who's one of the sorority girls, who's actually one of the more decent sorority girls in this house, and then Cary Elwes, who is a professor at the school that all these girls are at during the holidays, are the only two, well-known actors who actually did a somewhat decent job, but still I felt sorry for them that they were in this movie because everyone else kind of just stunk. And I feel like it was expected, considering I wasn't that big of a fan of the Black Christmas movie before this, even though that had a ton of well-known actors in it. And I feel like this one just sort of, it didn't make the characters any better. The way that they were portraying the actors and their characters were supposed to have this feminist view, and I feel like they were also trying to make a statement with this movie in the wake of the Me Too movement, and I feel like nowadays they're doing that, and it just didn't make the characters any sympathetic. And especially in a horror movie, you're gonna see some victims in this movie. So the reason why this is a Bad Love Review contender, which is actually no surprise, and it is because it is just downright horrible. And I couldn't believe, because from the first trailer I said that this movie is just gonna end up being horrible. Yes, it has a decent concept where it's not just about a single killer going after these girls, but the whole motivation behind it is just so dumb, and I couldn't really get into the movie. But I had to, watch it all the way through just to see if there was anything redeemable about this movie, but honestly, there wasn't. So the things that I didn't like about this movie was that it was very predictable. And of course, I've seen many horror movies where I feel like they have the same sort of techniques where they use jump scares in all the wrong places. They try to build it up to be something groundbreaking, but really it just ended up being over the top, especially by the third act. And I was slowly starting to say to myself, really, this is what they came up with? I swear, I felt like at times I was watching Pride and Prejudice and zombies, but the characters, for the most part, made some very poor decisions. They were dumb and unlikable, and made them even more annoying. They could have done a whole lot better with this movie if they, you know, kept it a little less just dumb. And I did not like it one bit. So overall, I would say that to end the year off, it's a shame that I had to see this movie, but, you know, I'm glad it's over because I would definitely never see it again, which is probably why I won't be recommending seeing this movie. Just go back to watching the other Black Christmas movies. They're probably 10 times better than this one. So I would give this 1 heart on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Black Christmas, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can select me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.